All right, what's up, everybody? On deck with Third Eye Cam. Today's date, June 3rd, 2022, and the time now is 23:03, 11:03 at night. I spent my day working and looking up at a lot of asteroids, their moons, geoids, and planetoids crossing the sky, and it was like that all day. Now, I caught some interesting things, but per this conversation, that's going to be the minimal topic, if anything, neither here nor there. So, you know, I always think about a lot of scientific stuff, you know, situations, the world, our world, the way it's made, why we're here, what we're here for, the purpose, you know, things of that nature. And I would say that Earth is, whether it's round or flat, is a boot camp type of a life deal. A lot of people are, like, honestly becoming a lot more intelligent these days that would have been presumed dumb back in the 1700s, 1900s, you know, questionable type of situations. They're now starting to get their so-called superpowers of being a lot more intelligent, to include myself. And I'm a lot more focused these days. I can speak for myself and say that. And I want to learn how things work and the world works. Something I struggled with in my youth because I could not focus. In my head it was like white noise, you know. So things finally slowed down enough for me to take hold and understand how to learn, process, and figure out how things work. So with that being said, the topic I want to hit on today is this whole situation about the UFOs and the aliens that everybody's going, you know, pretty much crazy over. A lot of people trying to decipher this, trying to figure it out, you know, and they come with all this weird conversation about, you know, while they're trying to figure out what an alien is, an ALIEN, I'm going to say that they found that word in its proper context and spelling, which was ELIAN, Elian. The reason why I say that, because it speaks about God being the El, Elohim, which would make sense for his people to be Elians, right? All right, so jump into like during the time where a certain people came into power, and they started navigating all through the world and discovering the world, you know, and talk about the New World Order. And as I did my research, I'm now understanding that your New World Order was my ancient Old World Order. And the NEW was probably NU, as in Nubian World Order. And you change it to NEW, just like the JU turned into JE and, you know, W. Not even trying to be funny. Like, there's been a lot of suppression put on the earth because a lot of fallen angels made deals with God, and God gave them enough respect to honor them and let them come around and mess up the earth. And they created their own little factions and whatnot, what have you, and destroyed the earth. So let me cut to the chase. In my process and in my research, I'm thinking that, and I'm really starting to understand that possibly the so-called aliens that you all are scouring over and making movies about and going, you know, crazy over and going to war with, going all these films where humans are at war with aliens, in reality translates to mankind being at war with aliens. And the aliens are the people that are God's chosen. Has nothing to do with your religion, because God is the Alpha and Omega. whoever he designated to be his chosen people, whoever the Bible speaks about, that everybody laid claims to and took and disseminated and, you know, destroyed their names and made them no more. And now they made money off of religion, movies, you know, cartoons, anything dealing with any kind of religious type of a deal. That has a lot to do with God's chosen people and their journey across this world. So jumping back to this alien thing. So I was listening to a few videos, I listened to a few people, and they're always talking about, I notice every time in their conversation, which irks me to death, anytime anybody brings up the alien deal because they've been indoctrinated, they always refer back to, are we gonna go to war with them and their technology and this, that, and the third, and I wonder what the little green man looked like. Well, green is a part of an indigo color. Green, blue, black, brown, purple, anything like that. That's a basic word for indigo, which translates to little green men, little blue men, whatever. If you take time to read the Bible, do the proper research, and look through the canons that were rejected out of the Dead Sea Scrolls that should have been a part of the Bible, you will find that back when God's chosen people roamed the earth, long before the Greeks, long before this, long before that, long before all the names that you hear for different countries now, that there were beings with flying ships that walked among God's people, long before Johnny come lately came in and screwed everything up. So what I'm doing is establishing a historical path to bring y'all up to the currents of why we're seeing so-called flying saucers. And then the way the people who are in power talk, they always say, you know, what did they want? Why did they come here? You know, they could destroy us. They could take us out just like that. Well, they're not worried about you. First of all, you're on their home. You came late. This whole planet Earth deal, plane of existence Earth, however it's designed, was designed for the beings that came here prior to mankind. And then God said, let us make man. And God made his chosen people. And then from all that spring all forth all different types of people through the prodigy of the fallen angels. It speaks about it in the book of Enoch. For a lot of y'all that don't understand the book of Enoch, it's too heavy for you. It was too heavy for me. And it took me a while to come up to speed so that I could understand it. So planet Earth, the way y'all know it, with these trees and this grass and this air and this water and these elements, was never yours. What I'm proposing is, I think that the Most High and his order of councilmen, Elians, once he saw the earth going bad, he could have destroyed it and made it anew. What he did, he told all his Elians and these flying saucers that y'all are seeing and trying to figure out, he told them to fall back, go into hiding, and let us see how these mankind evolve. And they cleared a path to make sure that the people who are in power today got the assist to make sure that they could follow their path. And it's not to let them get to their height of achievement. It was an evolution process to see how you treated other beings around you as you were on your way up to your power. And the only thing you did was destroy, go to war with your ill savor, attack, rape, plumage, pillage, kill, destroy nations, destroyed God's most sacred creation, man. That's what mankind did. And then you got the audacity to question why these aliens are here, which are Elians, E-L-I-A-N-S, not A-L-I-E-N-S. I think alien is something that's made up. If you look at the spelling of it, they put the A, which is a pyramid, because everybody's all into Egyptology, and the L for light, you know, versus it was being ELIAN. I'll cover that another topic, but you get the gist of where I'm going. So people switch things around for money, you know, getting paid off of a whole historical faction that was here on the earth long before you became a part of the earth as it is now. The only thing that I see you all doing is destroying this planet further and further. And then you got the nerve to talk about the eco-warming, the climate change. Well, if you think about it, the earth was a lot more harsh than the way it is now. The earth is going through a calm period, and it's about to go through its hellish period again. That's what these planets are coming in and out of the solar system every 3,600 years. They are world rebooters. They clean a lot of crap out, and then they go away. So for a lot of y'all that don't have the physical attributes to protect you from like the harsh sunlight, the you know, the wild elements, with having really coarse curly hair and you know, melanated skin to refract sunlight, the earth calmed down for you. So if the earth is going to go back into its harsh way of the way it was before you came, and I'm not being funny, y'all, I'm just looking at things long range, divisionally, multiplied, divide, and subtract the way the world works. The world got comfortable for a lot of people who really didn't deserve it, and all they did was call themselves trying to destroy the world. Well, the world is about to destroy you, and then you're trying to make everybody, you know, fall in line with your plague that's upon you now. So everything that everybody has gone through, whether, you know, through religion, racism, these hostile takeovers, everybody fighting for war to control resources, you might as well consider yourself a product of the fallen angels, because that's what they tried to do. They tried to come take over something that God created to make it their own little deal, and they want to all walk around God, tiptoe around God. We don't want to deal with God. Now God's about to deal with you all. So when I hear you speaking about how these aliens could destroy you, you damn right they could destroy you. They're not worried about you. You are a freaking blip on their radar. You are not important to them, especially if you don't understand their purpose. They were here long before you, for thousands of years, long before the Bible was written, long before in the beginning they were here. The one word that lets you know they were here, because the Most High said, "Let us make man," and then from man sprang mankind and everything else. And the people that I would consider the Johnny-come-latelys are the ones that are running around screaming New World Order, supremacy this, supremacy that. You know where the hell I'm going with this, and I ain't got time to frack around. And that's why my YouTube page takes a lot of dings, because they don't want me to speak the truth. But guess what? In time, all y'all ignorant asses are gonna die off. Your bloodline is gonna die off, and there will be nothing to stop people from properly learning what was. And you will be a freaking blink in the universe, the cosmic universe, of a species that tried to dominate something that was never yours. And that's where the hell we're at. So I'm gonna need y'all to get off your damn high horses. You elites running around, and you supremacists running around, and you people that think that you're, and I really mean that, you people, because you designated yourself apart from something that's bigger than you, and you tried to overtake it. You know who the freak you are. I'm not even trying to curse, not even trying to start anything, but I've been watching this for like all my life, and I understand how it works. I might be a young age in my flesh, but my spirit is ancient, and I've always felt ancient. I I've always felt ancient. So, everybody that wants to go to war with aliens, who are really aliens, subjects of the Most High, El, you better consider yourself extinct. Because yes, these aliens can take you out. They're not worried about you. They don't want to take you out. They don't care for you because you don't have the Most High in your own interest. But what you'll do is go and make false deities and worship statues and worship this and worship that, trying to be something that you're not. Call yourself supreme, Puritans, we're pure, and you look down on other people because they have, features that don't give you a warm and fuzzy. Like, you really irritate me. Really irritate me. Because when I step out into the world, I see a lot of people who think they're supreme, regardless of age, looking down upon people who are just going about their life, minding their business. And then when I have to hear about people getting shot down in churches, in stores, in schools, because somebody was scared that their race is going to be extinct, you might as well consider yourself extinct. I really mean that. The only way you're going to get through this is if you mature your ass up, stop conducting like you're on everything. You were the last ones to come onto the planet in its calm state, calm environmental state, and you did a hostile takeover, and you're foolish, you're arrogant. From the White House down to the freaking trailer parks. And all you others that follow that ideology, you're all going to consider yourself in contempt. I have no contempt for anybody who came to destroy other than what God set forth. And hey, he might not be your God the way that you feel like it. Regardless, he is your God, because the God that made you, the fallen deity that made you, has to bow down to that Most High when he goes and talks with him. So I'm gonna leave a lot of you all to get over yourselves, like, honestly. Y'all gonna have to evolve. All this talk about, like, fighting aliens and this, that, and the third, and taking their tech, that's gonna never allowed to be happen. Never going to be allowed to happen, due to the fact, and I'm tired, y'all. I'm working on fumes here. I've been up all day since yesterday. You're gonna have to mature up to the fact that you ain't running nothing. You just are. You got lucky because your God made a deal with my God, and my God spared you and gave you 40 in 2 months, and you bummed it up. I propose that these aliens that y'all keep running amok, screaming about, are repairing the damage to the world, this world that y'all did, as they too live here, have lived here long before you all, and you still conduct like they're just visitors. No, you're the damn visitor. You came late. They were here hundreds of thousands of, probably millions of years long before any of you Johnny come latelys who conduct like you're in charge, look down upon people like they're nothing, walk around with your ass on your shoulders, because I catch it every day. Every day I catch some little Johnny late come lately eyeballing me like I'm still on the slave line. Y'all know where I'm going with this. I don't have to put those words all the way out there. And it pisses me the hell off. And then the fact that I had to do 2 days of jail time because some white supremacist, and I said it, decided he wanted to come screw with me like a dumb, rabid dog messing with a damn tiger. And you're gonna try to tell the tiger not to extend his claws and bare his teeth and maul that old dirty hound dog to death? That's a position I was put in, especially with my training. So I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be racial. I'm not trying to start anything. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like this conversation, but I frankly don't give a fuck. Because I think about my ancestors who had to go through hell because a few Jake-ass idiots fucked it up for everybody. Because they want to turn away from God, worship some golden calves, some statues, worship some gold, worship some weed, worship some stupid ass sex, and still to this day they're worshiping that stupid stuff, along with, a culture of, like, to add rap to it, you know, given the topics. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm an intelligent being caught between a stupid group of people with retarded ideologies that don't make no sense. But you know what? The good thing about this is everybody's going to pay, including myself. And I'm gonna sit there and smile because I've been prepared to die. When God takes me, I have to go. I hope it's just peaceful. But a lot of y'all that are running around here acting like you're tough, trying to put an S on your chest, and then you're sitting there eyeballing me, and I'm certified to kill you, like literally with my bare hands. Don't need no weapons. And then you sit there and look down upon me and turn your lips up, look real stupid in your face, and try to eyeball me. And I'm thinking to myself, when I deal with people like that, I start looking all over their body for defects, pressure points, as to where I could break them. In my mind, I break them like a million times over, real quick, simultaneously. Not that I'm mean like that, but it's just stupid to have to deal with people who, regardless of their skin color, come on the planet like they're dominant. I know for men, everybody wants to be an alpha, but you need to pick and choose your battles and leave people alone. Like, I don't wake up in the morning to go about my day to try to intimidate anybody or try to make them bow to me. I'm the coolest guy you'd ever want to meet. But I have to run up against like old men, young boys of all colors eyeballing me sideways. I've even had policemen, and I'm just throwing that title on there, black, white, yeah, for the most part, black and white, eyeball me real scrapped up, like they look like they wanted to beat me upside the head, mangle me, and put me in handcuffs so they could feel good about themselves. I call it a man-member issue, where one man wants his member to be bigger than the other man's member, which is stupid. Just like, you know, animals do it in the jungle, but we as humans are supposed to be a lot more intelligent, and we just, you know, try to act out our little animal passions on each other. You know, I'm ready to break away from this current state of mankind. You can have your White Houses and your Kremlins and your wars and your nuclear bombs. Y'all can take all that shit right into hell and go annihilate each other away from this plane of existence that my God made. So when you get to speaking reckless out your mouth about aliens, who are really ELIANS, aliens, and you're not doing the research and you're sitting here lying about things and making it seem like you're stuck to me, I see the bigger picture. I'm gonna continue this conversation later. I think my next conversation is gonna be a lot more vulgar, direct, from our research, and a lot not vulgar as in like low level, meaning I'm going to talk a certain way that will bring perspective to the way that man is conducting now and the way he should conduct. Because really, I don't find it really hard to conduct the way that I'm supposed to be. I laugh, I love, I have fun. I love a woman. My body was designed for a woman and not another man. So y'all can have that. I'm not trying to knock that, but that my God in the Bible spoke about that as not being a cool thing, and everybody tap dance around that. So you can ridicule me, but try to ridicule my God on that. See where it gets you. But in the meantime, go ahead and do you. You know, people thinking that they can just do anything to anybody and just walk away, never have to apologize. I have no contempt for you. I've had people cut me deep, and the people that I owe, I'm gonna pay them back as best I can before I die. I don't need that on me. I don't need to take that to the grave. That's why I don't wake up going to do no crime. I don't feel like smoking no drugs, you know, no illegal. I don't feel like snorting no cocaine or smoking no crack or overindulging in alcohol to the point where I'm just beyond repair. So when I always say I mastered this world, I literally mastered it. And I've had a lot of failures. A lot of failures will constitute to you getting it right eventually if you stay focused. So I've had enough failures in my life to stay correct. But when I really started correcting myself, and then I had people who came and snatched the rope from up under me, at the same time cutting my legs off while I'm still in the air falling, I have no contempt for you. For the people that wake up trying to bully me and trying to put me in check because your man member is smaller than my man member and you feel intimidated with that, and you know where I'm going with this, I have no contempt for you. Because I honestly could care what size of a man member you're toting. Go do you, boo-boo. Have fun with her. Or him. Leave me out of it. You know, specifically, I'm still such a handsome guy at my age that when I walk on deck, I have young dudes getting pissed with me because I'm there. Old men getting real raunchy and pissed with me because I'm there, minding my business. And the girls literally try to break their necks to sneak a peek at me to get me to look at them. Like, honestly, it had just happened today. And the dudes start, you know, they start putting themselves between me and the female. It's like, I'm not paying neither one of y'all no attention. Your lady is beautiful, but neither one of y'all for me, because she's drama and a headache. Pretty girls are a headache when they don't know how to control that power. Just like anybody pretty. I always said, jokingly but seriously, that I'd rather date a not so pretty lady with a good heart versus a very beautiful lady with an evil heart. Why? Because I'm gonna get more soulfulness out of that not so attractive lady. Now everybody wants to have somebody pretty. Yeah, I've had pretty people in my life, and they were hell on wheels. Some ugly people are hell on wheels too. But a lot of people go way out their way to make people feel uncomfortable with because they're such an ugly person on the inside. They want to make sure they make everybody else uncomfortable. Because they're ugly. But my main topic was about the aliens versus the aliens, and that's going to be on a different. That's going to be a follow up to that. I'm kind of getting thrown off, but I need to kind of get away from people because I'm kind of driving and maneuvering and running my mouth. But I need to get to a position where I can really talk about this and have the proper context to know what I'm talking about. All right, so we'll continue this conversation later. This is I guess will be Journal Index 1, and we'll keep following with it as I go along and do my research, because I really want to make sure I'm in check. Anyway, I hope a lot of people saw the planets and asteroids passing by today. It was real beautiful. I watched the whole show today, man. It was awesome, man. And my GoPro was looking up all day. I have like 2 GoPros on me, so I got a full day of recording, and those videos will be out. But yeah, we'll continue on with this, so y'all hang tight. All right, don't I count poof.
This is a journey into sound. This is a journey